Australia finish a truncated opening day of the Boxing Day Test, 187 for 3. We lost 24 overs to rain, quite a lengthy rain delay as a heavy band of showers came through. Hopefully we're not going to get too much more rain across the course of the Test match. But Pakistan bowled pretty well, apart from a drop catch by Abdullah Shafiq. They were able to contain Australia and none of the Australian batters were able to get away. Usman Khawaja, David Warner and Steve Smith all made starts but none went on. And Manish Labuschagne is 44 not out at stumps with Travis Head there as well. Danielle, what did you make of Pakistan's opening day with the ball after winning the toss and electing to bowl?
I thought it was interesting because Shan Masood had mentioned the day before that Pakistan had let Australia get away on the first day in Perth. They'd conceded it over 4 and over. They very much didn't do that here. There was some waywardness in the first session in the hour before lunch, but after that, every fast bowler hit their lines regularly. Australia couldn't really get away. There was a time when they scored 47 runs in 25 overs. They had to grit it out really. And Pakistan chipped away with a couple of wickets. There was Khawaja who fell just before the extended break, and then Steve Smith late in the day. And I think the interesting thing is, even though Australia lost 3 wickets in 66 overs, as Hassan Ali said post-match, post-day, he said he felt Pakistan had the upper hand because it never really let Australia get away. And because Australia is still so far away from what they'd like to post, a couple of wickets here suddenly essentially puts a very different flavour on this game.
What did you make of the selection from Pakistan going in without a specialist spinner?
I think the selection and the fact that they chose to field first, both are points that could be argued. They're fielding first partially because they didn't want to face Hazelwood, Stark, Cummins in these conditions. And I think with the fragility of their batting lineup having just come off being bowled for 89 in Perth, I think that makes sense. Not playing a spinner, we'll only really know in the next 3 or 4 days, but it's interesting that Salman Ali Agha bowled well, created a couple of chances, got David Warner out in the 3 overs that he bowled. So if they had a better spinner, it would have been a bit of a no-brainer. But then again, the seamers bowled for an extended period of time and they looked good doing it. No one really proved to be the weak link. No one let Australia get away. And if they can keep that up for the next 2 or 3 days over 2 innings, I think Pakistan are in business.
David Warner mentioned after the day's play how well Pakistan had bowled. He obviously faced a lot of them in the first innings of the first test in Perth, and he said their bowling was much improved. The ball swung consistently throughout the day. It nipped and seamed, and as Danielle mentioned, they certainly tightened their lines and lengths after lunch. Warner was the recipient of a large piece of luck. It could have been a very different day had Shafiq held the very straightforward chance at first slip off Shane Afridi early on. But Warner had to work very hard. He really struggled actually in his innings and would be frustrated that he fell to spin just on the stroke of lunch. Usman Khawaja played beautifully. I thought he was in complete control in difficult conditions. He left the ball well. He was very patient, waited for bad balls, and he made a rare mistake actually to gift his wicket away. Steve Smith had to work very hard. He doesn't look in great touch, to be fair. He scratched and scraped. He survived a decision and had it overturned actually on review after he was given out initially LBW to Shane Shah, but then he nicked one late in the day. Manish Labuschagne also fought equally hard, but he's starting to find some touch. It was a grind. He didn't look comfortable at any stage. But he worked his way through to stumps and he's set on 44. He'd love to kick on tomorrow and help Australia post a big score. David Warner mentioned they want something with a 4 in front of it. That'd be ambitious. Anything above 300, I think here would be a very good score. Given, as Shan Masood said at the toss, the last 2 Boxing Day tests have been won by the side bowling first, and that was part of the reason why Pakistan made that choice. So an intriguing day, an even contest. Pakistan think they're in front. Australia would be comfortable that there are only 3 wickets down. 187 for 3 Australia. Plenty to come here from the MCG. Stay tuned on ESPN Cricinfo for all of our analysis over the next couple of days. It should be a fascinating test match that will unfold here.